Hey everyone, so this is Josh Shoemaker again here with Dan Keenan for our second ball review video of the day. This time it's going to be for the 900 Global Origin. The Origin's a completely brand new piece to the 900 line, which is kind of nice. I know lately there's kind of been new cover on an old core or new core on an old cover, so it's nice to see kind of a brand new tech on this one, even down to the surface finish on it. So this one features a brand new ellipse core.
Yep, Ellipse AI core.
And it's wrapped in the 93 hybrid cover stock. So if you guys are familiar with the numbering system for Global, kind of the higher the numbers, the stronger the cover art is. And it's also finished with the new Power Edge finish. So this was actually the first release in probably like 5 or 6 years I've actually left the box surface on it. I really wanted to kind of see what that Power Edge finish is doing. And I'm a big fan of it so far. It seems to blend the lane really well front to back, in comparison to the old 1500 grit polish balls, which I felt like always either saw it really early and straightened out quick, or they never saw it down lane. So it's kind of a breath of fresh air here with the new cover finish. I did drill this one the same as my Attention Star S2, which is that pin in the ring layout, which is like a 4 1/4 inch pin with a shorter buffer. And it's kind of the bridge between my down and my up layouts, where I feel like I can get a little bit straighter with them and kind of stay on top of it a little bit longer. So I'm going to go right where I started with the S2 in the last video. And pretty good. So I threw this one 2 Mondays ago in league. Was able to use it for like 2.5 games, and probably should have gotten out of it a little bit quicker than I did. But again, shot another 720, 730 series with it. So for a high-end ball for me in this house, it's pretty impressive to be able to stay in something even more than a game.
So for me, as far as layout, I did a little something different than I've been doing with my asymmetrical pieces. With tournament season kind of getting ready to amp up here for the next 3 months, I wanted to find a way to differentiate some of my ASIMs. I have 4 or 5 ASIMs that are my go-tos. So this one I went 4 1/4 by 6 by 3 3/4. It's pinned down. It moved the mass bias kind of underneath my thumb, so a little something different for me. Usually when I do pin downs on the ASIMs, I swing the bias out, but I wanted to kind of see what this would do for me.
Pretty good start. So I was just telling Dan, I was throwing the S2 on this past Monday in league, and actually threw this on my fill ball for game 1 and game 2, just so I kind of see where I was going to play off of that S2 if I needed to switch, which I ended up not needing to. But this one was substantially cleaner than the S2 for me. So on my fill ball, I actually moved a 2-1 right, and that was enough to get it back up to the pocket. But where I was standing in with the S2 and this one never quite saw it. So it's definitely going to be a ball down for me. He'll go in the same spot and get one more shot here. Kind of get it going up the lane in that funnel. So rotated that one a little bit more. So that one got offline a little bit quicker down lane, but still they were blended enough to trip out a 4-pin.
So I also did not touch the surface on this yet. In the past, with any balls of polish, I would usually keep the polish on for the first couple of shots of the videos, and then usually take a 3,000 or 4,000 pad and take it off, or maybe even just scratch it lightly with a 500 to give it some lines. But I'm noticing this Power Edge finish, especially in the couple new balls that are coming out, big difference. The Phase AI, I ended up taking it off just to get a little more separation, but I think that was more of a core issue matching up with that cover. So this so far, I don't foresee myself touching for a while. So I was just up the back of that a little too much, so I got it pushed right, but I love how it comes off the friction. I can use that. Enough oomph, not to 210, and not enough oomph to big 4. So that's a good.
So this has kind of been a theme for the last few videos with the AI core balls. We've kind of said that we've definitely noticed a difference in how well they've gone through the pins in comparison to some of the older stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and move 2 and 1 left here. This one, still trying to go up the lane a little bit. Oh wow,
I saw it.
that one, yeah, that one saw it very early, so it might be a little bit more of a jump left than I originally thought.
Tape timeout. All right. I'm gonna bump just a little bit and try to get around it here. See, I like that. So that was just a little more around it. Surprising for pin down. This layout seems to kind of be almost equivalent to kind of a medium pin up layout, where I push that mass bias. I'm not seeing the ball slow down too quickly being pinned down. So again, this looks like a very versatile piece that I can actually get left with.
Yeah, I don't think we mentioned it originally, but the intermediate in this ball is huge.
Yep.
So layout's going to make a big difference in it.
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and jump another 2 here and try to get around it a little bit, see if we can get one to come off of it. There we go.
That was good.
That was the right move. If I wasn't quite expecting the last one to hook as much as it did, like I said before, you kind of get in the funnel here, and then as soon as you have to get out of that funnel, it's usually a pretty big move to find something else to go through the pins.
All right, so I'm going to move 2 more off the last one. See if I can execute the same release and keep my legs under me. Yeah. So that was 2 left, and I like this ball. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, so I'll go ahead and move another 2, and then probably get into the comparison ball here, the Harsh Reality Pearl. Let's see. Almost ran over the 7 pin. That was another one, just another 2 and 1 left, and just made sure I gave that one a little extra at the bottom because we're kind of in the soup.
So I've checked out my angles there because I wanted to see what it would do in the heavier part of the lane. And as Josh said, the the mids are middle of the lane here is, lack of better terms, there's a flood, and that ball still worked to get back in the right direction, and that's with the power edge finish on it. So that's really good to see.
So I'm going to go ahead and jump in this Harsh Reality Pearl here. A little bit different of a layout, a little bit lower flaring layout for me on this one. So I'll go ahead and throw the first shot back where I started with the Origin. I expect this one to probably get offline a little bit quicker. This is a pretty strong and tumbly ball, even with a little bit weaker of a layout on it. That one actually seemed like it floated a little bit better than the Origin did. I haven't thrown this ball a ton, honestly, ever since the review video. So we'll get a couple more shots in here and see.
All right, so this is I'm also going to throw my Harsh Pearl. This is a stronger layout than the Origin. So, like I said, this is probably more in the 4-inch range. This is a ball that's kind of replaced my gem line in the bag. It's a very loopy ball for me. So, trying to think of what I want to do here to give you a good picture. I'll go off the last shot. I took that 2-pin out. Probably have to open the angle a little bit. Yeah, so that I just cheated my eyes too right off the last shot with the Origin that I rolled the 2-pin. These two are going to complement each other very, very well. So the Harsh Pearl for me, very strong. Usually when I want to go left and I really want to use it to control the mid lane and the back of the lane, because it is that strong that it always gets there for me.
So I'm going to go ahead and go to that same spot again, but look one further right and just try to get it to the friction a little bit faster to see if it'll blend off as nice as the Origin did from here. Yeah. So I definitely think it, now throwing that and seeing what that did, it feels like it's definitely stronger in the Origin.
Yeah. Stronger forward quicker.
Yeah, forward quicker. It seems like it almost kind of is burning up and not wanting to get through the pins from there, where the Origin was able to scoot through it there and get through it a little bit better. So I think that first shot kind of tricked me because it funneled through there as nice as it did.
So another thing to keep in mind, this Harsh Pearl had the gloss on it.
Yes.
Gloss polish.
Reactive
gloss. So one of the things I did notice with reactive gloss, so I probably only took a 500 pad on this, and I didn't take the gloss off. I just did big circles to put some lines in this. But one of the things that I noticed with reactive gloss, when I tried to keep it on the balls, the balls actually get dull throughout the use. So let's see. I'll keep this one in the oil. I'm not going to move my feet. I'm just going to cheat my eyes up the lane a little bit. So yeah, I mean, it definitely stronger than the Origin. I think the Origin is going to be a very good multi-use piece. I see it being very good from straight, and I also see it having its time when you're left. You want a little more pop off the dry.
Yeah, I definitely think this complements not even the Harsh Reality Pearl as well as it does, but also the S2 too.
Yep.
I think the S2 for me is going to be good from a little bit further right, a little bit straighter, tighter angles. And then the Origin, when I have to get left and loop it a little bit more, I think that Origin's going to play very well off of that. So if you guys are interested, stop over to your local Storm VIP Pro Shop, and this is going to release the same day as the S2 and the Road Warrior on the 22nd.